you all to my session on intraday strategy. This strategy is mainly for Bank Nifty, and this is a strategy which uses minimum indicators, that is only two indicators, a volume indicator and an RSI indicator. RSI indicator is a very effective indicator which is used by a lot of successful traders and which has given a very good results. For this strategy, I am using 5 minutes time frame. Okay, keep the chart at 5 minutes, and please make sure that the maximum trades that you take using this strategy should be 2 per day, not more than that. You have to divide the risk, whatever you are capable of taking or you are willing to take, divide that risk into 2. Now both of these trades might give you good results, or sometimes maybe we don't know, both of them might end up in losses. Now if you are a risk taker, then you can go maximum up to 3. What I prefer is just 2 trades using this strategy in a day, and if you want to take the risk, you can go for 3 trades also. So without wasting much time, let's directly look into the portal and see how this works. This is a portal that I am using, Zerodha portal. As I already told, this strategy you can use while trading in Bank Nifty futures. The time frame you have to set it to 5 minutes over here, and in indicators you have to select volume indicator and RSI indicator, relative strength index. Now once you select this, you have to do a small change over here. This MA length 20 will be selected already in volume. You have to check this show MA, okay, and in styles you have to change this area to line. You can, I'll just change this color also so that it will be clearly visible, and then click OK. And next, in RSI indicator you have to go to settings and you have to change this from 70 to 60. That is, the upper limit should be 60 and the lower limit should be 40. Upper limit should be 60, lower limit should be 40, and then click OK. So this strategy is mainly based upon a reversal technique, wherein here if you see, this area is called the overbought area, that is upper area above 60. So once the stock starts moving downwards, that is once it starts coming out of this overbought area, we are going to take the trade. Similarly here, this is called the oversold area. So once the stock goes away or starts moving out of this oversold area, we are going to take the trade. So this is a RSI line. If you consider this candle, okay, let's take this candle, let's assume that this candle is formed now. You have to see when this candle is closed, what is the RSI? Is it above 40 or below 40? Here if you see, when this candle closes, if RSI is above 40, that means this is a confirmation candle. Now the second thing which you have to check is what is the volume of this candle. You have to see whether the volume of this candle is above the 20 days moving average. If the volume is above 20 days moving average, that is this line, then this is a candle which gives you confirmation for the entry. Where will you enter? You will enter just above this candle, keeping a buffer of around 0.2, and the stop loss will be just below this candle, keeping the buffer of around 0.2. Above this candle high, you will buy a call option, okay. As soon as this candle closes, you will confirm whether the RSI is above 40, and if the RSI is above 40 and the volume is above 20 days moving average, then above the high of this candle you will buy a call, and the stop loss will be just below this below the low of this candle, keeping a buffer of around 0.2. Now when you buy the call, what will be your strike price? The strike price should be of premium around 150 to 200. When you select the strike price, you have to go for a strike price whose premium will be around 150 to 200. So this is a case when the stock will start moving upwards from the oversold area. The next question will be, what will be our target? Your target can be just before the stock reaching this 60 RSI. That is, you can exit when the stock reaches around 57 to 58 RSI. When the stock comes near here, you can exit. Now this is for this is a strategy when the stock is in the oversold area and it starts moving away from the oversold area. Now the other case, that is if the stock is in its overbought area, what will be our strategy? We have to check if we take this candle now, candle is moving near 60, right? This candle is moving near 60, this candle. So you have to check when the candle is closed, what is the RSI. If the RSI is below 60 when this candle closes, then you have to obtain the confirmation of volume. You have to check, is the volume above 20 days moving average. In this case, yes, the volume is above 20 days moving average, and when the candle closed, the RSI is below 60. So in this case, you can go for buying of puts. Okay, so in both the cases, you are going for buying. In the previous case, we bought call. In this case, that is when the stock moves from the overbought area to downwards, you are going to buy a put. So where will you buy? You will buy just below the low of this candle, and your stop loss will be just above the high of this candle, keeping a buffer of 0.2. Again, what is the strike price that you will select? You will select a strike price with the premium of around 150 to 200. What will be your target? Your target will be just before the stock reaching this 40. So when the stock comes to around 42 or so, you have to exit with profits. Now this particular strategy, you can apply it for buying, or you can also go for selling, provided you have sufficient capital. If you have enough capital, you can try selling also using this strategy, because by selling you will get an advantage of time decay, wherein because of this theta, you will be able to get some points because of time decay. So in that case, if you are going for selling, what you will do? In this case, instead of buying put, you will go for selling of call. And in the previous case, that is where we bought the call over here, you can go for selling of put. So again, don't just blindly do this. This actually works. This is already back tested by me, and I use this strategy personally. But again, you have to back test, because just knowing the strategy will not work. Many of the time I give out many of the strategies which I back test and I use, but it doesn't work for some people. That is because you have to know the way of applying that strategy. Selecting the stock and the way of applying it is very important. Now if you apply the same strategy on stocks or Nifty, it may not work, because I have back tested it and this worked for me with respect to Bank Nifty. And once you back test, you start with a very minimum quantity, that is you start with one lot. By doing back test, it gives you a lot of confidence. You will know how much what is the probability of winning, how many times stop loss can be hit, and how frequently you can make profits. So please back test and then trade. Hope this strategy works out for you, and I wish all the traders all the best and happy trading.